evening, guys. Another successful day at uh, accepting and loving and chocolate frosties. I gotta eat it while I'm recording because it's gonna melt, right, Gret? This is Gretel. Gretel, why is your tail wet? Get out of my chocolate frosty. No way. So I worked today, and that was really good. If I started getting anxiety, I would Gretel. I would. Oh no, they bumped it. I would I listened to some podcasts on Taoism and then the Four Truths of Buddhism. And I took some post-its on them. And wrote a bunch of post-its, and I just got some new post-its. And yeah, I don't know what the Four Truths of Buddhism are now, but they're on a post-it over there. But to give me a little bit more time to learn more about Buddhism, and then I could tell you. I could tell you what the four agreements are. Oh, now I put myself on the spot. No, I know. The four agreements are: be impeccable with your word. Don't take things personally. Don't make assumptions. And do your best. And those are the full agreements of the Toltec people. And those have been very helpful, indeed, with pretty much whenever I start to get anxiety, I can think on that stuff and be like, okay, am I making assumptions about something? And if I'm making assumptions about the future or what could potentially happen, then I'm like, alright, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm making an assumption. I just need to relax. And then with, and that's usually the one that I need to go to the most. And, but if something does happen, where it's like, I'm taking something personally, usually when something that I'm taking personally too, it's usually because I'm making assumptions about something that has happened or something that was said and trying to figure out what exactly it meant that person said, and trying to delve into it too much, when really I just need to chill out and like realize, hey, people say stuff and that's all from their perspective and I don't need to take it personally. So when I was getting anxious today, I don't think the majority of the times where I was starting to get anxious, there was a specific reason why I was getting anxious necessarily while I was at work. But I think I got anxious like 2 times for no reason at work. And I was like, okay, I feel the anxiety rising up in me. I don't have anything to tack it on to specifically, and even if there were, nonetheless, still the same process. So just, okay, I feel the anxiety, but I'm gonna make love with everything. So if I'm gonna make love with everything that I see and experience, then I'm gonna make love with the anxiety too. And how can I love the anxiety and the anxiety worms? So I was like, I choose to love them because it's part of me, and there's nothing wrong with anxiety. It's natural and healthy, and everybody deals with some form of anxiety. And so it's fine, and it'll pass, and the anxiety, it's fine to feel this way. Sure, it feels pretty adrenaline-y, but that's not necessarily bad. It's just a state of being and a state of existence. And so I feel the anxiety, and I was like, alright, this is just where I'm at right now, and so I'm going to continue to be mindful and be present. And experienced anxiety, and I did. And soon enough, then it passed. And it doesn't always like to pass. Sometimes it really likes to linger around, but thankfully this one liked to pass. But then when I got home, I started making assumptions about like the potentials of what could happen and stuff, because little things like kind of can really trigger me to just go back into negative thinking and stuff. And so I was like, okay, this thing, I said this thing, didn't say anything bad, but I'm nervous about what's gonna happen. And I was like, okay, just need to be in the present. I'm trying to cut up some onions, so I'm gonna focus on cutting these onions because I'm gonna do the art of doing nothing and be very attentive to what I'm doing, and whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna let the task do itself and focus on what I'm doing. Taoism. And then I was like, I'm not gonna make assumptions about this situation because I don't know what's gonna happen with the situation, and whatever happens, I know that I can handle it. And when it comes up, I'll take care of it then, and it might not even come up. And so I said, I know I can handle it, and I will do my best. And that was about it. And then I was like, alright, I said all those things, that's good things to say. Now I still feel some of the anxiety, which is totally fine. And I'm gonna accept the fact I feel the anxiety and love the anxiety worms. And that's where that was. And then I went to a haunted house, and I was getting worried. Oh no, what if I get really scared? What if I get like super panic attack and scared and get a trigger, like, and then like I was like, oh shit. And then like I need to use one of the actual emergency escapes because I can't handle it. But sure enough, oh look, the Rochi can handle haunted house just fine. She led the way, and she was like, oh yeah, bring on all the scares. And so that was really cool to see that I'm not actually scared of walking through a haunted house, although I thought I might be. I wasn't at all. It was fun. I was just like, it was like I was exploring a new thing because I was, and I'm sure Brandon was like, oh, look at the Rochi on an adventure. She's so happy. And so it was just fun. It was just a cool exploration, and I was curious to see what was around each corner, and then all the decor and the stuff. I thought I'd be really scared, but I wasn't. And so, I don't know. I guess I've grown a lot, or maybe I'm just not scared of haunted houses because I've seen the darkness, and I've experienced the darkness for real. And the darkness is when your frosty melts because you're talking too much. That wasn't really thirst quenching at all. To do a So, do you have anything to add, Mowgli? Mowgli, 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 Mowgli. Mowgli, Mowgli, come here. Mowgli, Mowgli, Mowgli. Come here. Mowgli. 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 Oh, he's going from a Frosty. No Frosties for Mowgli. So thanks, guys, thanks, Mowgli. Mowgli is sitting in the way. Here, come here, buddy. Come on. Come on, you lazy lays. Don't put your butt in the camera. Oh. So thanks, guys, for listening to my process. I've been doing good, and I didn't even have to talk to the Shadow Roach necessarily. I just talked to all three of us together, and I helped calm us down. So the three of us are becoming more one, and we're gonna be a shadow and the gray and an angel roach all together. And I don't know what kind of shade of gray that makes. So I don't know what kind of roach that is. I guess it'd still be a gray roach, because even with the light and the dark and then the gray, it'd still be a gray. So it was a very gray roach day. I did really good. Maybe it was even close to an angel roach day. That could be close too. Not yet, but getting there. So I hope that my tips and the things that I've learned have been helpful. Thank you, Lori, for suggesting more Buddhism stuff. And I will be listening to more Buddhist stuff. I think that will be very helpful. And seems like it's, at least to some extent, similar to Taoism. We'll see. But yeah. Thanks, guys, for listening to The Gray Roach. I love you and have a beautiful night.